The attacks on our living standards as a whole, we've never seen anything like it in recent times.
What is sad is that in the UK, with the TUC, we have not yet had a general strike. Why? We've got mass unemployment. 1 million youngsters still unemployed, and they think that that's good news. Well, I'm sorry, if you happen to be one of those youngsters, it is not good news.
And one of the things, when you look at the reports that are coming from Europe, that unites all the action that is taking place is a fury and anger against the banking system, which has been bailed out with public money at a time when the standards that working class people have managed to achieve through decades of struggle are under attack. Wages, pensions, public services, everything is up for grabs as this system of capitalism attempts to solve its problems at the cost of working class people. And I'll say as a personal comment, our European brothers and sisters are showing the way by coming out, taking action, and I think it's about time that our TUC took a leaf from their book and took a proper stand against austerity here in Britain. Thank you.
University, and I'd like to also show solidarity on behalf of students for the workers of Europe. I think it's important that the working classes across Europe and the world unite, but also that in Britain, that workers and students unite to fight the cuts as well, which are affecting us now and more in the future, which are affecting all of us basically.
I'd like to bring solidarity and greetings from the PCS Union and my workplace, Revenue and Customs. Today we walked out again over our terms and conditions being cut. For those that haven't heard, we had a walkout last month where about 200 of our members walked out when Francis Maud had the audacity to visit our office and try and find out how we felt about the government's attacks on our terms and conditions, our pay, our pensions. These are the sorts of struggles that PCS members have been facing now since about 2005.
If we're not careful, we're going to end up in a situation, in my view, where in a few years Coventry City Council will simply manage a couple of core services that it's legally obliged to manage, then everything else will either be hived off to the private sector or simply won't be delivered at all.
And this is why we look to you now. We want to march of our lecturers, we want to march of our parents, we want to march of our aunts and our uncles and all workers in solidarity for better, because the students of today are the workers of tomorrow.
Now, we represent nearly 2,000 teachers in this city, and what we're beginning to see is that these attacks are international. What's happening in Spain and Greece and Italy, it's going to hit us. And quite frankly, if this system can't afford a decent education system and decent pay and jobs for the young people that we teach, then we can't afford this system and we've got to change it.
But the problem is, if you don't fight, you've no chance. You've absolutely no chance if you don't fight. But if you do fight, you have a chance. And we've got to encourage and support all our colleagues who are working, and even those who are not working, to fight back against these awful cuts. It's no good in a year's time saying, oh, we should have done this or we should have done that. It's going to be too bloody late.
This is the culmination of 30 years of efforts to shift on a massive scale the wealth which has been paid to workers as wages over to the bosses who receive their dividends and through their profits. It's about a redistribution on a massive scale from wages to profits. I just want to say it's nearly a year ago since around 2 million workers in this country struck together and marched together on the 30th November against pension tax. It seems a long time ago now, but I think in all our trade unions we need to work together to rebuild that unity between public sector workers and private sector workers for the fight that's coming. This is not now just a one or two governments with bad policies. It's a systematic crisis of capitalism, and we need policies and a programme, and I think a socialist programme, to actually defeat this attack.